Welcome to the Ghost Heads Nerd Talk Podcast. Interviews and conversations about nerd culture from all around the world. Now here are your three Ghostbuster hosts, Joe, Rain, and Val. Enjoy the show.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and hey, all you cool busters and bustettes. I'm Joe Panther III / Ghostbuster Joe, and this is a 2025 year-in review. Rain will be here soon. Sorry. I got David giggling because I'm a little both today. I'm a little mixed up, a little different time zones generate all together.
You're always a little mixed up. I mean, come on.
Always. I don't even know some days. Sometimes the people ask me, who are you sometimes? Are you Joe Panther? Are you Ghostbuster Joe? I don't know.
Hey, Ultra Carzilla. We got my buddy Ultra Carzilla in the chat. He's actually a big wrestling fan himself.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Ultra,
dude.
you should be subscribing to Joe because he's got his Dudes at Ringside podcast. So you definitely should check him out.
You should definitely give me a subscribers because this dude has some fun with these independent wrestlers from all over the world on the Joe Panther Variety Show on YouTube. I put it in the bio. You won't get it on your end because it's on Dave's channel. But if you want to come by and check it out, we're live here on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. And we're live on Facebook all over the place today because this is just the random thing I wanted to do. I wanted to do with dudes before New Year's, but then this is the best way I could do it. That everybody gets a little nod and a twinkle of the eyebrow and for the fedora. I'm not wearing a fedora. But yeah, this is fun. So Dave, 2025, what a year. What a year. It
should have been a cooler year than that. It was 2025.
Yeah.
It sounds so futuristic.
It was like Back to the Future. Wasn't it Back to the Future? That was not the year.
That was 2015. That's 10 years. We still don't have the proper damn hoverboards. What the hell, man?
I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah. I still want my power laces. Come on, Jesus.
Yeah, me too. What the heck? Me to me.
I mean, speaking of Back to the Future, I did get to do a nice little fun photo op with Michael J. Fox and Chris Lloyd. So I got to live out one of my dreams with my Back to the Future proton pack. So, that was a cool thing. That's a thing.
Yeah.
But we lost a lot of people this year too. Man.
I was looking at it, Dave. I was like, can someone trip Death before he goes into somebody else's house?
We lost legends. I mean, we lost not just people of yesteryear, but I mean film legends like Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Somebody
from The Cure died today.
Yeah. Was the guitarist, the bassist, or someone from The Cure just died? We lost Ozzy. I mean, we lost a lot of people this year.
Oh my God. Someone go after freaking Death. Do on this on Family Guy when Death breaks his ankle. And then he has to stop him.
Well, was it? He was voiced by, I think that Death was voiced by Adam Carolla, but that was after Norm Macdonald passed away. Yeah. He was the first voice of Death on Family Guy.
Why they don't bring him back? Because you don't know who to do his voice. Who was his voice? Oh my gosh, so many. It's horrible. We lost so many people this year.
Yeah, I'm actually pulling up a list right now just to see.
Oh God.
Entertainment Weekly. We lost we lost Malcolm Jamal Warner, Diane Keaton. I mean, we lost a lot of people this year.
I was gonna say Diane Keaton, man. Diane fucking Keaton. No. Stay away from everybody. Oh my gosh. Of all the people, we lost Ozzy this year, and I heard about it through one of the people I know. Like they told me, oh, Diane Keaton died. I'm like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. And I looked and I was like, I don't
mean,
know.
there was also a content creator who passed away just about a week ago
Oh,
from
that
I
one.
think it was a heart issue. Adam the Woo. I wasn't familiar with him, but I knew
I did.
people who did actually know him, and it's they said he was an amazing dude.
Yeah, I was depressed. I wasn't depressed, but it broke my heart because if there wasn't no Adam the Woo, there would be no Joe Panther / Ghostbuster Joe, and the sweetheart of that I am. That I literally learned everything from the Woo, like everything from Adam the Woo, like everything that could be learned from Adam the Woo. To be sweet, to be friendly, to be humble, to make people feel like they could be around you and not feel like that you're gonna be weird to them and not understand people and also when you see an old building or an old business, you all go, wonder what it looks like in there. Like, you know what I mean? Like the man, Adam the Woo, for me, he taught us if you want to get in somewhere, don't get in trouble. Just try to get in there without getting caught. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh gosh. Man. Just I saw it and I didn't believe it at first. I was like, no, Adam the Woo, no, don't tell me we lost Adam the Woo.
Well,
Like,
Ozzy freaks me out because it's like we just saw him at that big concert,
yeah,
and I hate to say this because hearing that like him and Sharon had they had this pact that if one or the other was ever extremely ill or didn't seem like they would have much of a quality of life, they had a death pact.
mm,
So that makes me wonder, well, did Ozzy have some bad news? Because it seemed like he was like he went off of his meds for that last farewell concert,
mm.
and he seemed to be more with it than everything else. And maybe this was like he realized things were not going to be great, so he figured he might as well do one last concert, one last blast. And it's just like it's Ozzy. We live in a world without Ozzy Osbourne. And it
Yeah,
still seems surreal.
so weird to think that we're
Was it
never gonna hear another Ozzy Osbourne song.
writer director David Lynch, creator of
Ugh.
Twin Peaks?
And then another person from the was it the actor from the movie the show the Wire died also today.
Also Bob Uecker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost a lot of people this year.
It makes me sad because do you remember when Betty White passed away on New Year's Eve? Like, was it 2 years ago?
I still just like I'm like, Death, you couldn't just wait, just give her a little bit longer. Just
yeah. I never ran up the stairs so fast upset. My mom now there's Dave, you're gonna laugh. I have to have my mom make a video and I'll send it to you. It's like total my mom. When I come running up the stairs, my mom calls it the Joe death run. She'll hear it because I live in the basement of my house. So it's like boom, 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 boom. Click. Oh, come on. She's like, okay, who died now? She does that every time. Who died now? Ow. 4 years ago, we lost Betty White. Wow.
Yeah, 2021.
Wow. 21. Ugh.
Another futuristic sounding year, but hey, it's just we had a lot of craziness in 2025. I mean,
well, when it's been wrestling, John Cena retired.
You can't see him anymore.
No more.
His next film project's going to be The Invisible Man. What?
Yep, that'd be funny. Oh my god, imagine that. John Cena is the Invisible Man. Oh.
It's not that hard of a leap because there was a movie in the 90s called Memoirs of an Invisible Man starring Daryl Hannah and Chevy Chase.
I remember that one.
And that was kind of like, you feel like Chevy Chase, is this going to be a comedy? And it really wasn't. You had him, Daryl Hannah, Sam Neill. It was a really good movie. sometimes you get the people who you don't think are going to do great in a movie just surprise you. Excuse me. Then again, you might just have him, you know, I don't know, revive the Ernest movies, like so many people make jokes about that he looks like a more fit
Yeah,
version
John Cena is going to take
of Jim
over.
Varney.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying. And I'm like, I don't see it. I like my Ernest.
I mean,
Leave Ernest out of this. He looks a little bit like Ernest. You put the hat on him, he does have that look.
Well, especially if you've seen some of the action figures out there with with the hat.
Well, there is people that do not. There's a guy I used to go to college with that he knew how to change people's looks on their character, their toy, and and upgrade them. I have not seen it yet, but I imagine there's somewhere out there that someone actually made a Ernest John Cena.
It can't be that hard. You could probably take like Stone Cold's leather vest and paint it to look like the denim vest.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's doable.
It's somewhere. Someone's doing it.
You take a Peacemaker head and put it on like a Marvel action figure or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Get the little hat, the floppy blue hat. Make his hat blue.
No, it was khaki.
Khaki. Oh yeah, paint the hat khaki.
Because Ernest had the blue jeans, the darker denim vest, and he had like a gray, almost stonewashy looking t-shirt.
that era of characters in movies will never ever get old.
I mean, he started as a character for like the gas company on the commercials way back when.
I have a thing. If you watch Roku and look up Ernest P. World, you get like a whole. There's like a thing they have on there just of Ernest commercials, from Sprite to bunch of a milk company that he did a commercial for.
Oh yeah, he's done tons of stuff.
I sat there for like 2 hours just watching. My parents were home. I just sat and watched all these Ernest commercials, cartoons, it was all commercials, and it was all like random comedy for this guy. Like he did every time it was like him getting slammed in a window. Like he's like, hey,
he just had one of those faces.
Yeah,
he
really did.
From Ernest. Ernest Scared Stupid. Ernest Goes to Camp. Ernest Goes to Jail. Which
oh my god, Ernest Goes to Jail.
That's actually one of my favorite ones. Actually,
I love when he.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
His hand gets smashed, and he's like, "Oh God, help me my hand!"
Yeah, but you also had like the same characters or same actors popping up in all the movies.
Yeah.
Like there was the one heavyset guy who goes all the way back to Hee Haw days, and he had a small, scrawny guy named Bobby.
Yeah,
and it was like they would always pop up in the movies. It's like Adam Sandler found spot for his buddies in the movies, and that's kind of like that was the thing.
That was funny that those two would always pop up. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, these guys
when they're trying to corral the reindeer in Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth. You didn't watch that TV show, and your parents would be like, "Stop laughing so loud." Like, I always caught myself laughing stupidly watching the Ernest television show, and most people didn't like it. I know people that's why it sucked. That's why it was on only for like a certain amount of seasons, and I'm like,
yeah, but you know what? Some of the most short-lived shows out there have some of the biggest cult followings. Firefly,
yeah.
One season.
That's why the Pee Wee Herman show was popular.
Yeah, but you know what though? Pee Wee Herman show. I mean, he took a comic persona, turned it into a kids show, which expanded into a couple movies.
Yeah.
Right. And not for nothing. I mean, think of some of the people that we had on Pee Wee's Playhouse. You had Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Was he Cowboy Roy or something like that?
Cowboy. Oh God, I used to love that character. I can't remember his name right now. Oh no. Yeah. What's the guy's name? Your Cowboy Chat. What was the name of the cowboy on Pee Wee's Playhouse? Rain will be here eventually, fans. She'll probably be able to look things up for us. Because yeah, we had so many other things happened this year. We also like Val. She'll be back someday. I don't know when she'll be back, but and we also lost our mascot. God rest his soul. You'll be grateful.
Cowboy Curtis, that was his name.
Cowboy Curtis. I loved Cowboy Curtis. For Halloween, I dressed like a cowboy and I swore I was Cowboy Curtis. Like I didn't have the chaps, but I had the blue jeans on. Like,
I mean, come on, there's a lot of good actors that actually started on kids shows. Did you know that like an intern on Mr. Rogers was Ming Na Wen
what? No way.
from Agents of Shield and Mandalorian? She plays Fennec Shan. You know who I'm talking about now?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she started on Mr. Rogers. You just never know where some people start out. You just never know.
Oh yeah, the other thing that happened this year, they went to Vegas. WrestleMania was in Vegas and it was 2 days. And now they're repeating next year. It's like a repeat series.
Well, weren't they supposed to go somewhere else, or is that the year after?
The year after, yeah, supposed to go to.
There's still a lot of contention about that.
Yes,
but
and also nothing happened this year. It happened.
What's wrestling what's sports entertainment without controversy, though?
Oh yeah. What the '90s, the '90s and the late 2000s.
I mean, the wrong Paul got his jaw demolished, but you know.
Yeah, WrestleMania 41 was kind of whack. And actually we also lost the Peacock. Peacock's no longer doing WWE pay-per-views. Now it's oh jeez. Like we lost Peacock. Peacock officially they lost the deal for PLEs, so now you have to buy ESPN to be able to watch a WWE event, which is kind of dumb, and I'm mad about that. Severely mad about that. Now I have to guess and be like, who else has? Yeah.
But there's a lot of there's controversy about that ESPN's not happy with how the PLEs are performing.
Yep.
So maybe you can see them find a way back to Peacock or Netflix or somewhere else.
I want Netflix because I keep getting all my friends that I watch, any of the streamers that I watch, they're saying Netflix every time they I'm watching Netflix, fans, and I'm like, wait a minute, and they go to Netflix and I'm like, I'm not on Netflix, you liars.
Well, see,
hey, if anybody's watching on Dave's channel, you could always subscribe to the Joe Panther Variety Show, so you can hang out.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation that they are not happy, but I wonder if it's more of the mouse is not happy because the mouse has its hands in the cookie jar of ESPN. So I think that's more of it, that someone made a deal and then Disney were like, no, we don't want that, but I guess it's too late now. Might as well do it.
Yeah. Like it's too late. They already kind of pulled the plug a little bit out of the wall for Peacock, and they started performing for the mouse and ESPN, the funny ESPN letters. Then they go.
Peacock is I think Peacock struggles a little bit because Peacock is a streaming service you go to if there's something that isn't on Disney Plus, it isn't on Netflix, it's not on Hulu. So like, oh, it's on Peacock. I guess I'll go over here and watch it.
But they still have the WWE like stuff on Peacock, so I can still go and watch it.
For now, that could be leaving very soon.
Really?
Yeah. There's talk about that happening. So I mean, the thing is, they have to find one home for that content because a lot of people are sick of like, oh, I want to watch this classic match from when I was a teenager. It's not here anymore. Now I have to find this one, or it's not on that one anymore. Now it's a paid streaming service. Now I'm gonna have to sign up for another streaming service. So I mean, it's just a bunch. I mean, I know a lot of people kind of wish they just kind of went back to the WWE network, but the problem is it wasn't viable for them to stream it all over the world. And they were trying to find a way for it to be viable, and it's more of, the content is more of a time capsule. than anything else. It's not a proper streaming service because you try to do original content, but you don't have enough attention to grab. You don't have enough viewership to legitimize that content. You know, if you do a divas reality show, nobody's really going to be all that interested in it. You know,
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
basically right now, if you look at it, there's two separate podcasts. No, there's a couple podcasts from they're produced by WWE. They're on YouTube.
Yeah.
You got Taker's Dead Man. Was it Dead Man podcast? Is that
Yeah.
what it's called?
Dead
And
Man, Last Ride, or whatever it's
you got
called.
Steph's podcast, and you have Cody's podcast. A lot of people are
And Stephanie.
jumping on there. Yes, Stephanie McMahon, and you got Cody's podcast. You know, I mean, it's why why should we shell as a company, why should they shell millions or billions of dollars into a streaming service when they could be over here, they could be over there, they could they could spread themselves around, and you get that cross culture. I mean, that's when like people pop up on other people's channels that
Yeah.
you don't normally see.
Like you.
They bring some of their audience with them, and they mix with your audience, and you get more, you try and pull more people in.
Yeah. And it's crazy to think that like this year I've added more people to the Dudes at Ringside, to Ghost Head Talk, like in co-host fashion when either of the girls couldn't come. Like you've come in for quite a few shows. Minx has been here for the shows. Shout out to Minx. Awesome person. Such a sweet girl. Don't make her mad. Your house will flip upside down, and that's a story for another day. We love you, Minx. Why is there a red beam coming out of my closet? Shit.
Is it a predator?
I don't know. I gotta catch. I may have to catch him. It's one more day, and the upside down's already opening in my closet. Damn it.
I see what Ultra's saying. He says he hates that the WWE pay-per-views have only 4 to 5 matches.
Yeah,
it's not like it used to be back in the day.
Yeah, they don't have them many like it's like when you used to remember when you would play the game and you could choose how many matches are on the pay-per-view card. Like that's what it feels like. It's like this. They're letting. You're gonna laugh. It's like Triple H is hiring their son or whatever to pick the matches and do the matches on WWE Universe, and then he'll screenshot, send it to the producer to write a script about it, and then boom, there's the matches. Like that's the matches for the pay-per-view tonight. Yay! Look, I think that's how they do it. It feels like that's how they do it. It really feels like that. There's been a like also the other thing that happened this year, TikTok got banned in the United States, and then
how long did it last?
What, like a day, 2 days? Like 2 days. I swear, Dave, you're gonna laugh hysterically. I work with kids in a kitchen, and the whining, and I'm gonna quote CM Punk talking to Christian, whining and bitching and moaning. You know the clip I'm talking about when CM Punk tells Christian, bitching and moaning and bitching. That's all I heard for like that little block of days when they banned TikTok. I was like, I easily looked at the girls and I was like, you could easily just go on YouTube and click on my channel and watch my videos. And they're like, we don't like wrestling. They're like, I like wrestling.
Yeah, but you know what though? Here, I know we've been talking quite a bit about wrestling, but wrestling is guys' version of a soap opera.
Yeah.
Okay. Much. There are women who clamor about, like my wife's a big fan of the show called Outlander, which is like a weird time travel Scottish opera, soap opera type thing. But you get like people who are obsessed about your old school soap operas like General Hospital. People who, they have to watch. I mean, hell, Stranger Things. People
We have a
get
friend.
really obsessed and
Hey, what's
wrapped up
going
in
on?
that stuff.
Welcome.
Yo,
Welcome, Keith. Welcome.
Hello,
what's
sir.
up, guys? How's it going?
We
Merry
have a
Christmas,
friend
Happy
here.
New Year.
Yes, welcome early. And I want to introduce you to my fans. I have a gentleman that is joining us. He's known on the air. He is an awesome voice. You got the voice from the fan, the one and only. Let's give it warm, Dudes at Ringside / Ghost Head Nerd Talk, to the one and only Keith McPherson. Welcome.
Bam, 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 bam. Yo, sorry I'm a little late. I know I said 8:15. My son goes to sleep at 8, but we had to wrestle tonight.
I mean,
pun
Ooh.
intended, since this is a wrestling podcast.
Yes.
Him and I had to wrestle for a bit of, tonight we, had to wash his hair, had to comb his hair out, and he doesn't like that. So it was a little bit of a fight to get him to calm down and go to sleep. I hope he can't hear me. I hope he's sleeping now.
I mean,
It's all good, Keith. It's
is
all
it
good.
late or are you just on time?
Hey, you tell me. I'm looking on YouTube. You guys been rolling for a little bit, but I know I said 8:15, so
Okay.
that's why I mean I'm late. I'm
15-ish.
5-6 minutes
Yeah.
late.
We're happy to have you on. Actually, the segment that I'm going to have you open, I told my buddy here, Dave's mentioned that I'll have you take over and talk about the year 2025 and within sports, the New York.
Okay, yeah.
Of it. So Dave, what did you guys like? All three of us, like I felt this year with New York sports, it kind of dragged, except for the Knicks. Like everything else was like a beg and plead, please don't suck this year. Like the Yankees are kind of good, but give or
The
take.
Knicks are the only hope. The Knicks are back in a way that I've never really experienced. I'm 37, so when the Knicks were good in the early 90s, late 90s, like I was too young, and I know they were decent with Melo, but like this is different, man. What the Knicks have now with these young fans and the Bing Bongers they call them, and Side Talk NYC, and what goes on 7th Ave outside Madison Square Garden after just one playoff win in the first round, like it's crazy. So I mean, all of that momentum, they fire the coach, Tom Thibodeau had to go, and they bring in Mike Brown. And right now they're looking like they made the right decision. The team is deeper. He's coaching them well. They're playing well. They refuse to lose. They won the NBA Cup. Everything is on the New York Knicks. And as a Brooklyn Nets fan, I know nobody cares about the Nets in comparison to the Knicks. I know there's one team that unites all of New York City. It's the Knicks. And as a Nets fan, they're playing a little bit better, but nobody cares. It's all about the Knicks winning the finals, or at least getting to the finals this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you make me feel old because
You recall the days.
I'm 47. So I
42.
was born in 78. So I grew up, I'm in Buffalo, New York. Now you would think like the closest team to me is the Raptors. You think no, I'm a Knicks fan. And I remember the dark times. I remember when they were great back in the 80s. And then, I remember the dark times. And I'm still a fan. It fills me with hope, but if you're a New York sports team fan, you kind of have to you can have that hope, but you need to kind of reel it in a little bit. So you can have that little touch of reality, because what happens? Sometimes you get a little bit too hopeful, a little bit too psyched. And I don't know, maybe your football team goes to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and loses all 4 times in a row, and twice to the same team. But I ain't going to say no names.
We know the team. We know.
And yes, I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, but I am wearing my Eagles shirt tonight. But hey, that's a whole other story.
Wait a minute. You cannot be a Buffalo Bills fan
And an
on
Eagles fan?
Tuesday wearing an Eagles shirt after what happened in the last game at Highmark Stadium, or the second to last game. But you know what happened the last game played there.
Oh,
They'll have
I mean-
another game, but the most recent game played at Highmark Stadium. That was a tragedy.
oh, it was like I know there's a lot of Bills fans that think Sean McDermott did the right call. I don't think he did.
You got to tie the game
Two-point
up.
conversion, tie it, and take it in overtime.
Instantly.
And if you're
But-
going to do anything there, run the ball for 2 yards, not try to throw it in the back of the end zone where Josh Allen, he's always missing open guys. I was so disappointed. I have money on the Bills. I hate the Eagles. So explain to me, as somebody coming in here that doesn't understand how you could be a suffering Bills fan, go through all that trauma, and then put an Eagle shirt on. Explain your dual citizenship.
Okay, I am an Eagles fan. I am all born and raised
Because they won the Super Bowl last year?
No, I actually I started following the Bills or following the Eagles during some of the dark times for the Bills, when it was the time when they were dumping all the veteran players. This is also during the whole Rob Johnson Flutie controversy. They were just their heads were up in certain places. It was more about egos and not about the team, and I just couldn't support the organization at the time, so I was going with the Eagles.
I get it. I get it.
And I root for both. It's just like my wife. My wife's originally from Michigan, so she roots for the Lions. And she's been in New York State since she was like 16. So, but 20 some odd years. So she's a Bills fan, but she will still root for the Lions. You
pain. That's a lot. She's got a lot of pain between the Lions and the Bills.
That Christmas game sent my dad on a tizzy, and he doesn't like either team.
Yeah, I mean, it's that's the thing. But you know what though? You get Lions fans and Bills fans together at the stadium, it's just one big party. Because Bills played the Lions a few times. But yeah, this last game, that was pure murder. I mean, it was just, I actually thought, because of the first half, that it was going to be a blowout. I thought it was going to be scoreless. But then the Bills somehow...
I needed way more touchdowns in that game. I had Saquon 2 touchdowns. I had James Cook 2 touchdowns. It was not enough scoring.
Josh's ankle, they're talking about sitting him for the next game from the last I heard.
They got the Jets, right? So,
well, that's a win for the Bills. I'm sorry, I'm a sad, depressing Jets fan.
Well, see, like I was telling Joe before the show started, with as far as the Bills, I mean, the last time I think I recall seeing anyone other than Josh Allen in his quarterback was like the preseason. So, I mean, whoever they throw in there, I mean. I don't know. Who knows? This could be a win for the Jets. Who knows? I'd hate to say that.
I feel like Stewie when he plays quarterback and nobody's blocking. That's like my life as a Jet fan. Like, I'm Jet fan. Y'all don't care and you're just gonna laugh at me? Fine.
Now, Keith, are you a Giants fan?
No, sir.
Who's your football team?
My fantasy football team, which just missed out on third place in the fantasy football finals that just went down this past weekend. I'll tell you my painful story, and similar to you, the first Super Bowl that I recall being really young, I don't even really remember it. I just remember there was a lot of points scored. I think the Dallas Cowboys hung 50 points on the Buffalo Bills, and nobody told little Keithy that you live in New Jersey, you can't root for those guys. So I said, them. And then my mom said, okay, you want to wear Dallas Cowboys gear? I'll buy you a hat, a starter jacket, what jersey you want. And they kept winning. And then by the time I think I was in the second grade, they won another Super Bowl against the Steelers. It was Neil O'Donnell, and that Steelers team was Bam Morris. I forget who was on that Steelers team. But it was Troy Aikman. It was Emmitt Smith. It was Michael Irvin. And I'm like, yo, America's team. I'm rolling with the winners. I'm a front runner, bandwagon, 8-year-old kid that picked a team at 5 after they beat the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. How about them Cowboys? But then I grew up a little bit. And when you grow up, you grow out of things that you used to do as a kid. You used to eat your boogers, right? Well, and some people still do that. Yeah, you used to poop your pants when you were a kid. Like, you grow up out of those things. So I grew up, and I grew out of being a Dallas Cowboys fan, really because of Jerry Jones, really because of the ineptitude, really because of the disappointment, really because of the fans. The fans are delusional. Every year it's Super Bowl. Every year it's We Them Boys. Every year they're frauds. They're America's team to laugh at. And especially since I got on WFAN, the home of the Giants, I'm rubbing shoulders with Tiki Barber. I'm friends with Bob Papa, Carl Banks. I'm trying to go to Giants games. I'm talking about the Giants every day. I'm like, this does not behoove me to be in here repping the Dallas Cowboys. The first time Tiki Barber saw me in the station wearing Cowboys gear, he looked at me like I had puke on my shirt. He's like, what are you doing? You all right?
Did you lose a bet?
And I told him, I said, listen, Teak, I didn't have my father around. I just watched the TV, man. That's how I became a Yankee fan, Bulls fan, Cowboys fan. I'm a child of the 90s. But I let go of the Bulls. I let go of the Cowboys. The Yankees are permanent because I'm blessed to be who I am in the Yankee world. I got too much skin in the game with the Yankees. But yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan as far as the years that I put in. I'd say I put in about a good almost 3 decades, but I don't care for them anymore. I don't put that clown suit on Sundays. They lose and I laugh. I bet against them. I tell people to bet against them. When they beat the Chiefs on Thanksgiving, I was like, damn it, I could have sworn Patrick Mahomes was going to get them.
Yeah, I'm
See,
surprised.
that's a swear word in my home. Mahomes.
Patty Mahomes. He's got to sit down for a while.
My mom is obsessed with it. Every Super Bowl, she's like making her Ben Neo going, my boy Mahomes is in the Super Bowl again. I'm like, Mom, stop it.
People love him.
On everybody. Like, you would not like my mom. A few years when the Chiefs and the the Bills were in the AFC Championship.
I know people who root for Mahomes, but fortunately, none of them are in this area. Because in Buffalo, oh no, they hate him like the plague. With his,
they're saying this has got to be the year that the Bills get through because you don't have Mahomes, you don't have Burrow, you don't have Lamar Jackson, but you know who you might have to face round 1? Drake May.
Yup.
But see, here's the crazy thing though. I say this to a lot of people. Buffalo, we're known for, we love our chicken wings, right? I always say I don't count my chicken wings before I deep fry them. Okay, people keep saying, "Oh, do you think this is going to be the year?" I'm like, listen, talk to me when we're in the playoffs. Talk to me.
Good way to be.
Because I'm not. I know people who are like, "Oh, we're going this year," and it was like first game of the preseason. I'm like, how do you can't say that? You just can't say that. I mean, I would love to sit here, especially with this being the last year the Bills were playing at they call it Highmark, but it's always going to be the Ralph Wilson Stadium. It's the last year there. A lot of people, they want them to have a Super Bowl this year. I don't know. I can't sit here and say this is the team to do it because look at the Eagles game. It was a good game, but the even my wife said the Eagles were the better team.
Yeah. Too many missed opportunities. Too many missed opportunities for the Bills.
And is there enough room for them to change? I mean, they have to make sure the right people are healthy. Josh, he takes things hard. The man, when the team loses, he will accept the blame. And he will focus. And you saw when he lost the game, he took off his helmet like he wanted to.
He had Khalil Shakir open in the back of the end zone. He missed him. He always is missing guys. He's a little wild sometimes, man. He's not I think because he's such a freak of nature, he thinks he can just do things, but sometimes he misses the basic.
He can leap over
throws.
Players, go bounds sometimes, but even Superman's gonna mess up sometimes.
Yeah.
You can't. I think a lot of people put a lot of pressure on him, and not for nothing, he's having a great year, professionally and personally. Got married. He's going to be a dad now. He's got a lot of endorsements and everything going on. You see him everywhere. Not Mahomes everywhere, but you starting to see him in a lot of different places. But I can't. I'm born and raised in Buffalo, so I mean, I was kid watching Kelly, Bruce Smith, Thurman Thomas. I mean, Daryl Talley, Marv. To me, when I think Buffalo Bills, like the best of the best, that's them. This team, they're not even halfway there. I mean, we have a hell of a quarterback, but one man can't win it alone.
You don't have the defense.
And
Your top drafted wide receiver is inactive. Keon Coleman, struggle for him this year.
And I feel like sometimes McDermott's a great coach, but it's like you kind of question yourself. Well, why are you doing this? Why? It just seems like he's like, I don't know. Maybe he's got too many people talking in his ear.
He survived a lot longer than I thought. Joe Brady is going to be out of there. He's probably going to get some interviews to be a head coach. They might as well fire McDermott. They might as well go ahead and fire him.
And see, that's the thing.
Wow.
It's like the Bills for a long time have gone through the cycle of, okay, we need a quarterback. Either they kept swapping out quarterbacks since like J.P. Lossman from way back when.
Tyrod Taylor.
Keep going through all these quarterbacks. We finally get this great quarterback, but like how many different coaches have we seen? I mean,
Like coordinators. You've had a few different coordinators. Brian Dable, to speak on the New York Football Giants. They suck as well. They're terrible.
The guy, wasn't he with the Jets? Rex something.
Rex Ryan went and coached you guys for a short amount of time after he failed with the Jets. He failed with the Bills.
People loved him they loved him at first, but then it's just I don't think it was the right fit.
I think it's his mouth that got him in trouble a lot with the Jets.
Sean McDermott I think he's a good coach, but it's like sometimes it just seems like things aren't lining up and he's trying to come up with an idea like, hey, we should do this or we should do that. And it just like this last game, it was not the right idea.
Yeah.
Well, you know why? Because they missed that extra point, but they didn't miss the extra point. It was blocked. So that was in their heads. Like, we missed one. Like, maybe
the
we
curse
just go
of the
for it.
Of
Momentum.
The Bills kick not going the right way. Right?
Oh, yeah. You've seen that plenty of times.
Oh.
Yeah. What baseball teams you guys into? What baseball teams you guys like?
Well, I met you at Yankee Stadium. Keith,
well, yes. I know you're a Yankee fan.
I'm a diehard tattoo on the shoulder Yankee fan. Like
Mets.
That's how this even started. I'm like, where's the sticker? I have the sticker that you gave me somewhere.
Dudes.
Mets.
Yep. I have the Yankee tattoo on my arm. My grandfather was a Yankee fan living in New England. He got chased out.
Understood.
Yes.
Back then when the curse was a real thing, I mean, those Red Sox fans, they hated the Yankees because they just believed, and we believed too. When I was a kid, I believed the curse was going to last forever. I thought that they would never win.
The Yankees went to the World Series again. Boone hit the home run. All my roommates were sleeping, Keith, and I was watching in the doorway because I wanted to make myself something to eat, and it was late. And I'm setting up this in the doorway like this. Like, it looked like out of a cartoon. I was like sideways, Superman watching it, and he hits a home run, and I'm like, oh my God. And my roommates like all popped out of their beds like,
What state were you in? What state did you go to school?
I went to school in New York.
Okay, so you should have been surrounded by New Yorkers.
Yeah. But they were nerds, so they didn't even watch. Those guys didn't even watch.
Fuck that. I can't be around people like that.
They all thought I was a loser because I watched baseball. I'm like, and then I found my crew.
When people like in college, I was in college when we won the World Series in 2009. And like, if you were not in on the DS, the CS World Series and drinking and watching the world, like, you knew where to find me. We were hosting parties at my house. I had the football house. We were getting kegs. We were getting 30 racks. We were watching those games, man. We cared about the Yankees winning. And I remember back then thinking, by the time I'm this old, I'm thinking I would have seen a bunch of parades by now. I'm thinking we would have seen 2, 3, maybe 4 more parades by now.
I remember when they won in 2009, I just lost my grandmother the year before. And I'm at her memorial. And I think I've told this to Dave. at the memorial, I'm sitting there looking at what I'm gonna say. Like I'm like, grandma, I just lost my grandma, and I'm like, oh my god, she watched Yankees games with me all the time. I got her to become a diehard Yankees fan. She had a big, thick Boston accent. She watching. She loved Johnny Damon. She loved Matsui. At the memorial, Keith, I'm just like freaking out. I don't know what I'm gonna say. And I said my piece about how I watched the games. I'm gonna tap on the couch next to me when I go to the game the day after opening day for the new stadium. And I just looked at the crowd, and like a lot of my Boston cousins were like and hissing. And I said, can you just help them win the World Series? And man, when Matsui hit that home run, my dad stopped on a dime in the Walmart parking lot and was like, holy. And John Sterling went into the call, let us high, let us far. I got in the car as we were pulling away from the Walmart as John Sterling was going into his call. As we're turning, they leave the Walmart parking lot, and my dad stopped on a dime and was like, whoa. And I was like, oh my God, Grandma.
Great story.
Like, oh,
Thank you for that. Those were the days. I love John. Shout out to John Sterling. May he live forever. May he live to be 187. I think he's 87 right now.
Oh, I heard he's so like I met him at the outside the old stadium. It was the last day of the season. Me and my friend Ryan, my friend Ryan, we were waiting outside. He was handing out the mini Baby Ruth bars to the crowd. And I was like, I had a little flip phone, and I was like, oh, John, can I get a picture? And my buddy Ryan's like, let me get a picture. So he took a picture with him. He gives me the camera, and I take the picture of him and John. And then I'm like, can I get have a nice day, guys? And I'm like, oh, Ryan, really? Like, so mad. My friend blocked me. Yankee blocked me. He pinstriped me. Like,
John is very hard to get to these days. One of my biggest flexes is that I got to WFAN before he got out, and I was able to get very close to him and Susan Waldman. And like, if you're a Yankee fan, like we are, they're like our Yankee grandparents. And yeah, I get emotional thinking about both of them because they've both been extremely gracious and kind to me. Like, they have gone out of their way to look out for me. John suggested that I do a segment with him for the Yankee pregame show the last 2 years that he was on. So I created a segment called Tell Me Something Cool. And John would throw to me and say, hey, Keith, tell me something cool. And I would find something on the internet, Twitter, Instagram, or maybe a stat or something quirky about the Yankees, the starting pitcher, whatever it was, to add to the pregame. And Susan told me, she's like, John would perk up when it was time to do that. He always wanted to deliver that and like make it sound good for you. And I'm like, damn, I've been on the call with them. I've sat in for Susan Waldman.
wow.
I'm blessed. I don't have to do any other things. Like, I don't have to do shit else. I have achieved a level of the Yankee universe that I never actually thought about. It wasn't a goal. It wasn't something I was shooting for. Just a blessing that came through being a Yankee fan and working hard and figuring my way out at WFAN.
That's amazing, dude. And also I'm a bleacher creature too. I'm OG bleacher. I actually have it's somewhere in my t-shirt, my Yankee t-shirts. I actually have Section 30, the old Section 39 t-shirt in my collection of t-shirts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love that t-shirt. I wear it randomly. People are like, Section 39. I was like, yeah. My mom's like, oh my God, you still have that one. I was like, yeah, it cost me $20. I'm keeping that one.
You already know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm with the gang. I think you saw me coming out of the bleachers.
Yeah, that's how I saw you. I was like, oh.
Like, that's another thing. Like, you can't fake that. Like, you can't pretend to be a bleacher creature and then be in the media. When media members come to Section 203, they stick out like sore thumbs. I stick out now, but like, before my hair grew this long, before anybody knew who I was 5 shots deep in the middle of the bleachers, yelling and screaming and, carrying on with the gang. And shout out to Bald Vinny, who I met back in 2014, and a lot of the creatures I started running with around 2015, 16, and then by like 17, I was actually like in, and I learned like the creatures code as far as like how they move and how they root for the team and how many games they go to. And to be a creature, you got to do things outside of the stadium with the creatures. You know, it's a great fraternity. I wish we could tell the stories more of what the Bleacher Creatures are, but they don't want the media. They don't want the light. They don't want the shine. They want to stay as an underground organization. They don't really want, like, they look at me and Vinny. They call Vinny a media whore. And they look at me as like the actual media member. Like, you're a Bleacher Creature that actually made it into a media position. Like, you have a media credential. Like, you use your media credential to enter Yankee Stadium and then come sit in the bleachers with us.
Oof. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, with me also, like, when I used to sit there, my friend would get tickets off StubHub, and one of my friends, I don't hang out with him anymore. He was literally like Yankee Rain Man. Like, I got scared. The queen of the bleachers. I don't know if she's covered a song, if she's still with us.
Tina,
yeah. Tina. She looked at him and she was like, "How'd you get these tickets? How'd you get these tickets?" And I was like, "Oh, we're about to get mugged." And he said something to her, and he went into Yankee Rain Man and said something. In my head, I saw him doing the water boy. And said whatever he said, and she was like, "You guys are good. That's okay. You can stay here. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, shout out to Tina. Tina calls my show once in a while. Tina had some health issues, and I won't say COVID took her out, but COVID kind of, once we had that COVID season where like nobody was in there, and then in 2021 it was like 10% of us in there, and I went to the first like month of home games, and then I started to chill. Like, I bought them out. I thought they were going to be hard to get tickets to, but people were scared. But I remember Tina not really showing up. She popped in the last couple years, but Tina is like the oracle. Like, I remember going into the back of the bodega years ago, back when we used to have hard copy tickets. Let me see. I could probably pull some right here.
Yeah. I still have some of my bleacher. I still have some of my tickets when I was a season ticket holder from 2000. Oh God, I think it was 2014 till 2019. I was a season ticket holder.
Yeah, before the tickets were all scanned in your phone,
Yeah.
Tina used to give out tickets to the Bleacher Creatures just to get the the roll call packed and certain people in there. And I remember her being like, "Who are you?" Like, you kind of had to earn your stripes. You had to come around. You had to go to a certain amount of games. You had to earn it to be considered a part of the gang. And back then I was working at MTV. Back then I was like, I didn't even think I was gonna be this. Like, I didn't have those thoughts yet. I just was a Yankee fan. I was in the city, and then one thing led to another. But yeah, shout out to the gang, Tina, the Bleacher Creatures, Yankee fans, Yankee Stadium. We're overdue, man. We've been so close. Sucks. God. We're overdue for a World Series win and parade.
I was doing this show, and I actually had repping my Yankee cap. I forgot what episode was. Dave was with me that episode, and I had my Yankee cap on, and I kept checking the score on the browser in front of me, and I was just talking. And
some people get it, some people don't. It's a culture, it's a religion, it's a cult, it's a way of life. Like,
can't show it because I'm wearing a shirt under a shirt today, but I have a Yankee tattoo on my arm. Got it.
Yeah, when it gets warm, I bet you'd be showing it again. Showing it again.
Oh yeah, I live in the middle of Podunk, PA, in the Poconos, so I'll be on the train trying to get back to the Bronx. I'll be because Mark and them, Bald Vinny, didn't know me as Joe. They called me a Crazy Wolf.
Okay.
Or they called me.
Everybody had nicknames.
Yeah, because I met them both on MySpace. And then
yes,
you're dating yourself, bro.
No, I remember hearing the stories because they went from the forums to MySpace to Facebook.
Yeah.
Now there's a group chat on Facebook and there's a group chat on Instagram, and I'm involved. I've known Mark for years now. I've known Vinny for years now.
There's one group that was on MySpace and it just disappeared. It never came to Instagram. It was the
Box Seats Suck.
No, it was the Evil Empire.
Okay.
I have
Yeah.
it's on my Instagram. My card. It says Crazy Guy or whatever. That was my name on there.
Yeah, there's a few of them. Box Seats Suck on Facebook, and then I forget which one. There's another Yankee. Maybe it's called Yankee Empire, Yankee Kingdom.
I have the card. I have to find it on Instagram, but it's on my. I found the card on my Instagram.
You know what, too, dude? A lot like I'm 37 and I act like I'm old because I have a kid and I've been going to the stadium now for X amount of years. A lot of the creatures from the old stadium, they've just aged out.
Yeah,
Like Tina is older. A lot of them don't come to the game anymore because they're old. Like they've aged out, man. They're 60, they're 70. They're some of them are just they're not up for it anymore, man. They're just not they're not young. Like you got to be young to come out there and yell and scream and drink and whatnot.
Cold, the cold,
right?
Like
Even it's cold as hell in the beginning of the season and end of the season.
They're not pretty. My friend Hector. You're gonna laugh. The day that I met you, I was with my buddy Hector, and we were in the second deck. We were there for the 3 home run game, for the 3 home run for Bellinger.
A Judge 3 home run. Oh yeah, the Cubs. Yes, against the Cubs.
And my buddy Hector, I told him, Keith we're gonna meet somewhere. At first, I thought we were gonna meet at the bar, and I didn't see you at the bar at Billy's. And then I went into the stadium, and I told my friend, okay, Keith said, meet him. I'm going. He said, I'll come with you. I'll come with me. He's no. Sorry. He's like, fine. I'm like, fine. I'll go by myself. Whatever, dude. So I ran off, and I see. Here's my way. I'm 5'1". This is how my short Joe can explain. I seen Keith. I see this tall guy with a Yankee bandana with dreads walking by, a big smile on his face. I'm like, that's Keith. I was like,
yeah, bro. I'll say I get so many DMs. But I try to answer everybody. I try to talk to everybody. I try to be accessible because I'm a regular dude, and I just know you got to treat people right. You got to give people time. People that support you, people that listen to you, people that want to meet you and stuff like that. It's a blessing. I remember when I was broke and unemployed. I remember when I didn't have any opportunities. Nobody gave a fuck about me. So I'll never be the type of person to ignore people or not go meet up with somebody. And even this, right? I've been on this now for 30 minutes. My wife just texted me. It's 9:00. I gotta move off. But man, I'm just supporting you guys, right? You guys have a show. You sent the link. You asked me, and I told you, we'll see, man. We'll see. I gotta see if I can get my son to bed, if I can make the time. But yeah, I support people, creating content and doing their thing. Because people have supported me. So, and it was great meeting you at the stadium, and it was great now meeting Dave's Dimension and the people in the chat. And keep rocking, guys. Keep building. Keep connecting with people. Keep using StreamYard and YouTube and these platforms to build community and give people an outlet and a place to come hang and chill digitally when it's windy and it's freezing cold outside. Enjoy the new year coming up tomorrow, and in 2026 go after it. Do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be, and I'll be rooting for you. Like I said, I try to support people, so God bless. Thanks for having me on, and maybe we'll do this again sometime soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the show with you on the screen, and I am Ghostbuster Joe / Joe Panther III, and
I'm Dave's Dimension.
Your turn.
Keith McPherson, KM to AM from WFAN, the Fan in New York.
And I want to say Happy New Year to everybody, and we will catch you in the next one. Good night, everybody.